Hello learners, this is Habiba with Excel with me. If you like the video, please do like, share, subscribe and comment below. Let's start today's class, that is Pedagogy of Social with the topic School Curriculum and Resources in Social Sciences, and the subtopic is Syllabus, Selection and Organization of Content in School Subject, that is primary, upper primary and secondary stage. In the previous class, we have discussed in detail about the introduction of this class related to how, what are the questions to be dealt with related to curriculum, textbook and syllabus, and then we have understood about the reforms in states or union territories, and then we have discussed about the strategies which have been shown in NCF 2005. Now let's understand following set of strategies are needed to bring curriculum reform with respect to syllabus and textbooks in all the states or union territories. What strategies to be applied by the states and union territories which have been given in NCF 2005? Let's discuss. Number one is review of the status of curriculum of states or union territories at secondary stage involving various state stakeholders by the respective state or union territories. This is required urgently by all the states or union territories, as field visits and observations reveal that due to lack of synergy among different state agencies, the curriculum reform process lacks linkage among different stages of school education. What they need to review: what is the status of curriculum in the state or union territories, especially at secondary level. Why? Because urgent need was there to visit, field visits and observe, to reveal what are the lacking things there regarding curriculum and syllabus. They have to see the different state agencies, what curriculum process is lacking behind, what are the linkages between the different stages of school education they need to review. For example, in most of the states or union territories, SCERT takes up curriculum reform up to elementary stages, and state boards are responsible for the secondary stage. That means in some states, what happened here, curriculum reform up to elementary and is taken up by SCERT, and state boards are responsible for secondary stage. The curriculum of these two stages often lack thematic linkage, which increases gaps and adequacies in child's learning who enters from class 8th to class 9th. Obviously, this is a serious condition. If linkage is not there from the primary level to the upper primary level or secondary level, the syllabus is not linked in between, then it will become difficult for the students to have the knowledge properly. Different agencies, they are framing the curriculum. That means this council will frame something and this council will frame something. Linkage will not be there in between. That means whole thing should be prepared by one institution or one organization. Based on the review and need of the state for different aspects of the curriculum reform, states or union territories need to initiate. What are the things they need to initiate? Let's understand here. Development of teacher's manual for handling syllabus and textbooks developed in consonance with emerging pedagogical approaches. In case of union territories or states, already revised syllabi and textbooks, or adopt the NCERT textbooks at the secondary level. That means the teacher should be given teacher's manual to handle the syllabus. Nowadays in states, they are providing this teacher's manual. It was recommended in 2005. So we were discussing the scenario at that time. So they need to develop with the emerging pedagogical approaches, different new approaches they need to develop in the teacher's manual here. Then development of guidelines for the review of syllabi and textbook, also the development of syllabi for all the subjects areas in case of both state and union territories which have not initiated reviews of secondary stage curriculum in the light of the NCF 2005. So, the development of guidelines to review syllabus and the textbook, that is very important in all the subject areas which was not taken in the light of NCF 2005. Then development of textbooks in phase-wise manner if syllabi have already been revised and implemented. That means phase-wise manner they have to develop the syllabus which have already been revised and implemented. Then third point, review of the states or status of curriculum of all the states or union territories at secondary level and the process through which each state or union territory evolves its curriculum, and also need assessment of the curriculum developers in the state by the NCERT. Obviously, what they should review, status of the curriculum in all the status, especially at secondary level. What is the process through which they are evolving this curriculum? That is very important. They need to have the assessment of the curriculum developers who are developing the curriculum in the state or by the NCERT. Now let's understand curriculum, syllabi and textbooks at secondary level need to, what they have to focus upon. Number one, focus on understanding, avoiding information load. Obviously, they should focus on understanding rather than overloading about the information. Then provide space to subject specific pedagogy inbuilt in the content. Obviously, they should provide some space. Subject specific methods they should apply to build the content. The method should be such that content should be built in such a manner that knowledge should get, subject specific knowledge should be there. Then integrate assessment within the content and learning. Obviously, this formative assessment, what we say, obviously has that type of thing that continuously they will have the assessment integrating in the classroom situation itself, not having only at the end of the content what was taught. Examination used to be there, but it was not like that. It is not like that. Now what they are doing, continuously they are assessing. Then must be interactive. Obviously, how should be the classroom practice? It should be interactive. It should not be only the passive learning. Then provide space for learning beyond the textbooks. Obviously, we have discussed this topic also in the previous class. Not only focusing on the textbook, they should go beyond the textbook. Then soften the boundaries between different subject areas. Obviously, what should be, they should integrate all the things, all the subjects also if it is required. Some projects are such that they can integrate the things. They should be soften the boundaries. That means they should not be rigid. That means this subject to be taught in this manner only. It should not be like that. Then provide adequate space for hands-on experience, arts and crafts. Incorporate social concerns related to gender, marginalized groups, health and work. Obviously, they should provide space for hands-on experience. They should have their own experience through dramatization, maybe arts and crafts, and also incorporating social concerns such as unemployment, overpopulation, pollution, global warming, different things, and also concerns related to gender. This is very important and sensitive issue. Then marginalized groups, and then health and work. They are very, very important content which should be incorporated and dealt with in a effective way. Then what is the plan of action they have given in NCF related to this curriculum, textbook and syllabi? Let's discuss here. Academic support to all the states or union territories on the review of curriculum, syllabus, textbooks and other aspects of curriculum reform with regard to the following. First one, helping states or union territories for curriculum policies or guidelines and revising syllabi and textbooks at the secondary stage. Obviously, the national curriculum framework should support all the policies and guiding principles what they have given at the secondary level. And then assessing the need of the curriculum developers. Obviously, who are developing the curriculum, they need to be assessed whether proper content is recommended or not. Then building capacity of curriculum developers for curriculum reform with the help of state or union territory level curriculum committee. Obviously, the capacity should be built by the curriculum developers, what kind of reforms should be there. Now, the subcommittee on curriculum reforms under NRG, that is National Resource Group, will take up this task under the chairmanship of director, that is NCERT at the national level. This subcommittee may constitute various groups to deal with different aspects of curriculum reforms, review of the status of curriculum reform in the state or union territory with regard to the following. So, the subcommittee of curriculum reforms under the help of National Resource Group will take up this task of to give the guidelines and help how to develop this curriculum at the national level under the chairmanship of the director of NCERT. So, this subcommittee also have various groups to deal with different aspects of curriculum reforms. Now, let's see what they have reviewed about this. Review and development of the curriculum, syllabi and textbooks as per status and need of the state or union territory for the secondary stage of school education. Obviously, at the secondary level, the child's maturity stage will go to from concrete to the abstract also. So, whatever content is there, that should be connected with their state also. Regional content should also be there. They should see what is the need of that particular state, which should be given in the syllabus. Then preparation of teacher's manual for handling syllabus and textbooks based on emerging curricular vision at the secondary stage. So, the teacher's manual should be such that emerging curricular vision should be incorporated in it. State government or union territories administration, state government will set up curriculum reform subcommittee under SRG. This subcommittee may constitute various subject groups to deal with the different aspects of curriculum reforms in the state or union territory. Obviously, the administration will set up the curriculum reform with the help of the subcommittees. And also the subcommittees also have various subject groups, different subject groups to suggest what content should be there in the curriculum related to different aspects. So, let us conclude this topic here. Therefore, there is a need to find out from the system whether teachers understand the emerging approach and whether there is correspondence between the approach and the way teachers transact these textbooks at the secondary level. So, there is urgent need to find out whether teachers are understanding the things, different emerging approaches, whether they are able to correspond between the approach and the way the teachers transacting the textbooks. That means how they are having the pedagogical things, that is methods to teach the students, that is very important. Moreover, these states or union territories also need to review the need of state-specific educational needs of learners at various stages and also the need to bring out curriculum guidelines or new set of syllabi and textbooks to fill up gaps between the state-specific needs and syllabi and textbooks developed at the national level. So, there is a need to review the need of state specific educational needs. That means different states have different cultural background, maybe different things they need to be incorporated with the guideline of NCF. They should incorporate the state specific needs in the syllabus and textbooks at the national level. Then at the secondary stage of school education, there is also need for great synergy among SCRTs and education boards in the area of syllabus and textbooks, which at present lacking in most of the states or union territories. Obviously, they should have linkage between SCERT and education boards in the areas to incorporate this syllabus and textbooks, so that linkage between the content is there. So we come to the end of this session. If you like the video, please do like, share, subscribe and comment below. Thanks for your attention and time. Happy learning.